Imagine feeling fear. Only thing I feel right now is the coldness. The coldness of the heart rate monitor. Okay. Are we ready? I'm ready. Let's go. I'm also hungry, mainly.
Late one night, Sarah Vargas is relaxing at home in the apartment that she shares with her dad in Colombia. Suddenly, she hears something from the apartment next door that is truly bizarre.
You're in the bathroom when you hear okay, so she says, when you are in the like POV, when you are in the bathroom and suddenly hear, like, you know, your neighbors do like an exorcism. Yeah, I have food now. What the fuck? Well, that doesn't sound like an exorcism. What the hell? What's happening there?
Disturbing, desperate screams can be heard coming from her neighbor's apartment. Shocked witnesses on the street are quick to call police, worried that it might be a case of domestic violence. But then the story takes a very strange turn, because the policeman asked people down on the street for rosary beads, an object often used in Catholic prayer. And then, oddly, police call in a Catholic nun for support.
Siguieron, obviamente, como que llamaron a alguien, llamaron a una monja para que les ayudara.
Because you see, all of this noise is actually coming from an exorcism that is taking place right next door. Sarah discovers that two girls were playing around with the Ouija board when suddenly one of the girls becomes very violent and starts vomiting up some kind of dark matter, almost like dirt.
La chica empezó como a vomitar tierra, como a vomitar oscuro.
The family believes that the girl might be possessed by an evil entity, and apparently the police agreed.
I just think the Chinese food may have been, you know, not so good the other day.
Sarah says that the screaming went on all through the night, eventually getting quieter in the early morning hours until it finally stopped.
I would have left. I couldn't have listened to that. I would have left. Imagine listening to that the entire night.
Now, without other eyewitness reports, it's hard to say exactly what happened here, but the desperate screams coming from that apartment are absolutely chilling. Amsterdam. Jennifer Lee is an American woman who lives in the city of Amsterdam in the Netherlands. One day, a couple of weeks ago, she was recording a cute Halloween photo shoot with her rescue dog Maggie in a large Amsterdam public park.
Maggie!
But suddenly, something happens that spooks both Jennifer and her dog.
Are you gonna make the best dirty ghost? You gonna make the best dirty ghost? Whoa. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Holy sh**. Is he okay?
But why is there such an echo on it? Oh, you live in Amsterdam?
Are you okay? Alles gut?
Meant to do Dutch Puncher. I was about to say, wait, that wasn't Dutch, that was German. This is normally a trust me. Really?
What was supposed to be a fun little photo for Halloween
Is it people on
turns
drugs?
into a living nightmare when Jennifer hears loud screaming and yelling coming from somewhere in or near the large park.
You gonna make the best dirty girl? Whoa.
Jennifer
Is that,
says
like,
that she
actually
searched
normal?
the area for the source of the bizarre wailing, worried that someone might be in trouble or experiencing a mental health crisis. She even contacted local police.
So my first reaction when I hear someone screaming like that is I want to go to help them. And additionally, I used to be an EMT. So like when I hear someone screaming like that, I want to help if I'm able to. So logically, I understand that everyone was like, you should leave. I would have left. But also like, I don't know, it makes me wonder if that was me screaming in the woods, would anyone have come for me? Would any, like no one else stopped. No one else.
Unfortunately, no one was found, so the creepy screaming remains a mystery to this day. The White Lycanbathi. If you
They got dragged into the abyss.
hike an hour into the remote countryside of Scotland, you can find the old 18th
Scotland
century
W.
White Lycanbathi, a mountain cabin that's free to use for travelers. The creepy old cabin has no electricity, no running water, and perhaps most disturbing of all, there are no locks on any of the doors. Over the years, hundreds of travelers have visited the White Lycanbathi, and many of these visitors claim to have had strange, unexplained experiences while staying there.
They
A
just
few outdoor and
Okay, so
travel
they just
YouTube
stay
channels
there.
have visited the White Lycanbathi as well, and most have experienced at least something a little weird while staying there.
To answer a question, no one will ever come help. People are very selfish here, unfortunately. I wouldn't say it's selfish. I think it's maybe more of a wary thing. People are very wary about, you know, of their surroundings.
Really quite scared about staying here, to be honest. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it really will be fine.
Again, let me stress that all of the following videos were recorded by travel and outdoor channels. None of these people are ghost hunters, and in fact, every one of these YouTubers say they don't even believe in ghosts at all.
I don't particularly believe in ghosts, neither does mine.
But they also can't explain what they experienced at the White Lycanbathi.
Today, I'm going to be staying in a bothy in Scotland for the first ever time.
First up, seasoned solo traveler Ruth Aslan
loved
spent
her.
the night in the old Scottish cabin, and
Excellent.
she found it a bit unnerving.
So, I don't know why I'm feeling a little bit anxious because I've stayed in a camper van so many times in different countries. I feel like here is just so remote, and to get away, you have to hike over 1 hour, like to get back to the camper van. So maybe that's why. And also there's no locks. So on my camper van, I always lock the doors. Maybe that's also why.
Yeah. Especially as a woman, I hope she's not alone. Because actually, like hiking or like camping alone as a woman, oh shit, wouldn't do. No. My female leg is built different and it didn't break, but y'all. Yeah, okay, that's fucking. But I feel like that happens a lot in larger cities. I remember we had that in psychology class, where it's like people will always try to avoid the responsibility of helping someone else because they'll always go like, oh, someone else will do it. Which is why, you know, when you are in need of help and you are in a crowd of people, don't just say help, help. Literally look for someone specifically. Let's say, you know, there's a man in a red shirt and a blue base cap. Literally scream, help, sir, in the red shirt and the blue base cap, please help me. Like, you have to actively get people's attention so they feel like they have the pressure to help you. It's fucking crazy, but yeah.
Oh God. I'm hearing some strange noises. I don't know if it's maybe a mouse or it's the chimney. It feels really weird without curtains. because I feel like someone could be standing outside and looking in the window. I don't know, I feel really scared. I don't know why. I just feel really nervous.
Ruth stays the full night at the cabin,
Yeah, I think
but
it's
she
more about other
doesn't
people.
exactly get a restful sleep.
Last night I was a bit scared. There were some strange noises and I had some earplugs with me, so I put them in to block out the strange noises. God, I'm still hearing weird noises.
Throughout the night, while completely alone, Ruth keeps hearing bizarre noises that creep her
But
out.
what kind of
And oddly,
noises?
she decides to just ignore the strange sounds and put in earplugs.
I couldn't have done that.
Kinda seems like a bad idea when you're staying all alone in a cabin in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
and there are no locks on the doors.
I
But
would have done
to
that.
each their own.
Bye-bye, Buffy.
Next up, a camper that goes by the name Happy Hippie, who says that he does not believe in ghosts or the paranormal, has a similar creepy experience.
I've set up my bed for the night. Gonna get the fire on when it gets darker. This will probably be me for most of the night now. I just get my music on, enjoy this beautiful fire, then get back outside tomorrow in my hammock.
He looks like a
I've
happy
got one of
hippie.
them water filter straws, and it comes with 2 little bags as well, so you can attach the straw to that. But I've not got to use.
10 out of 10 would stay there.
Maybe this is the guests. There was no one there. I don't know if that's just some people with me or something. I don't know if that's something they do. But I don't think it would be that family. It was just a dad and his daughter and son. Oh well, we'll see. It was just knocking on the door again, and then I went out, but there was no one there. So I don't know what's going on. But I've not heard of any haunted bobbies or anything. I've never had weird shit.
Imagine you are in the middle of fucking nowhere. You know there's no one else around you, neither to help you nor to fuck around with you. Or at least there shouldn't be anyone around. And you are all by yourself in the middle of the night and the doors do not have locks. That is such an eerie feeling. That is so scary to think of. I would not get a second of sleep there.
Just wanted a nice little bobby night. If you've watched all my videos before, you know I don't do like this.
Wait, that is a lock though. That is a lock. Well, kind of. That is kind of a lock. Let's get a lock.
This is gonna be a fun night.
It's so dark you don't see
And you're
anything.
walking around in the other room, and then I go in there, and it just stops. Maybe I just put my music on really loud and forget about it.
Yeah, that's gonna help, sir. Put your music on. That I'm sure that's gonna help.
Cameraman never dies, right?
The Happy Hippie spends the night in the cabin, but the next day, he still
That was a shutter, right?
can't explain
That was a
just
shadow?
what
Wait, why is it on the fucking soundbar? Go away there.
happened.
Good morning.
But the next day,
Is that his shadow?
Try.
the Happy Hippie spends the night in the cabin.
That's a shadow, right? That's like... Yeah, I think this is his arm holding the camera. Because that looks like something is behind him. Fishing in months. Fuck you. Who would fish? Chessboy, welcome. Oh shit, I forgot to turn off the alerts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There you go.
But the next day,
Thank you, though.
he still can't explain just what happened.
Good morning. Had a bit of a experience last night. Couldn't really explain what was happening next door with the noises, but I'm not really a believer in ghosts myself. It was a bit creepy, but I'm more of an alien guy. But if you
I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe in aliens. Okay, believe in aliens then. I mean, the thing is, how do you explain this? He's heard it now. He's experienced it himself. How is he gonna? Is he gonna explain it? Or is he just ignoring it?
If you are into ghosts and all that paranormal stuff, these are not the videos for you, because this is not what I do, this is not what I'm about. I'm just a happy hippie, hiking, living in nature, loving the world. I never have anything like this happen to me, so...
So now this next video is by far the creepiest footage ever recorded in the White Lagoon Bothy.
We're at a place called White Lagoon Bothy.
It was shot by Ben and Martin from the YouTube channels Adventure Outdoors and What's Not to Hike.
So we're in the Bothy. There's nobody else here.
The two men travel to the White Lagoon Bothy together, and they experience something that is truly terrifying.
Found the Bothy book. You put my glasses on now to find us a bat. So this is popular, quite a popular Bothy by the looks of it. Someone actually stayed last night. It was nice and tidy when we came in. So plaudits to whoever stayed here last night. Well done. Absolutely spotless. Whoa. Hold on a minute. Whoa. I'm out. I'm out of here. No.
Right, that could have just been the window.
It's getting late when a door suddenly slams shut all on its own.
That was totally weird. The door just started to move on its own.
That could have just been
And
the
then
window,
it
no?
just pretty much slammed shut. I mean, Marty's out there.
I don't really want to come back in.
He's in bits. That was just the weirdest thing, wasn't it?
Now the two friends are both skeptics, but they are still a little unnerved by what just happened.
But that was terrifying. And I don't even swear. I'm swearing, but I don't. But that was genuinely terrifying. I shot myself. When it slammed, I just wanted out of here. There's something really... Because I say, it doesn't feel creepy. It doesn't feel like you're in the presence or anything. As I say, we don't really believe that stuff. There might be, stuff we can't explain, whatever, but we just don't believe in the whole ghosty, spooks in the night kind of thing.
Suddenly you do.
Don't. But that was genuinely terrifying, and I'm going to keep that door. I'm keeping it closed.
Little do they know that things are about to get even weirder.
Well, folks, it's
Invite the boys to
probably
a
about
party
10
over
minutes
there.
after our ordeal with the
Bring a Ouija board.
spooky door closing over there, and
Honestly, everything happened in the other room so far. Now maybe the ghost shut the door and was like, "Yeah, you can have your party here. I have my room over here, so I'll shut the door for you and have a good night." Maybe the ghost was just polite.
we're trying to like
Giving them
rationalise
room,
it.
you know?
I mean, I don't particularly believe in ghosts, and neither does Mom. So we're kind of thinking that it might have been just like the backdraft of the wind. I mean, there's a storm going on outside, so.
What I mean makes sense then.
But I still don't believe it was the wind, but it's the only when the wind's blowing that strong outside, and there's no, it's the only rational explanation.
What's with
even
the
though-
chair? Oh.
Nah, I'm not even looking at that. No, I'm not looking at it. It's moving, right? I don't know. I'm honest, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go.
I love how the other dude just starts laughing.
This can't be right.
I'm not. It's black in here as well. I can't see a thing.
So there's a chair over there, and it just started to move, which is.
You know what I would do? I would take the chair and put it next to the table and be like, "Do you want to sit with us? Have a chit chat." Was it you? It wasn't the wind apparently, because I think you wanted to make that clear it wasn't the wind. You wanna, join our conversation here?
No way. I'm not even. No.
It's bonkers.
Because honestly, if I was a ghost, if I was that, I would do the same shit. I would try to freak people out. Attention whore through and through, you know. Maybe at least that way I would get famous. People coming to see me in my haunted cabin in the middle of Scotland.
I'm gonna drink some more wine, I think. Christ.
No, that's poltergeist shit, Paul. That is that's poltergeist stuff. That's not ghostly.
Fun fact, poltergeist is a German word. Poltergeist.
Evil spirit stuff.
Chair sitting in the corner of the room inexplicably starts to slide across the floor on its own. And these two die-hard skeptics suddenly begin to wonder if they might be dealing with some sort of paranormal entity. But now a little nervous, they finish out their night stay in the other room and head out the next day. Now I want to point out again that the White Lagan Bothy has never been investigated by any ghost hunting team or ghost hunting YouTube channel. All of the footage shown here today was captured by outdoor explorers and campers that have never posted any video related to the paranormal before these clips. So is the White Lagan Bothy haunted? And would
But why
you
is
dare
it not-
to spend a night there? Let me know.
I was like, why is it not getting investigated? Probably because it's an hour hike.
It's cold outside, but you can keep warm in some all-new Nuke Top 5 merch, clothes, and long sleeves.
Yep.
Go to
No,
Nuke's
thank
Top
you.
5
No,
in a
thank you.
neighborhood in Buenos Aires, Argentina, when suddenly they notice something very odd in the house across the street.
Another exorcism, maybe? Oh, we've seen that one before. Yeah. That's the weird pacing video.
No, no es normal eso.
Yes. Just watched your react to this today, yeah.
Ay, bueno.
I think it's just so weird though that they would just randomly record someone's window. How would you randomly record this, you know, is what I'm asking. Hello, doggo!
Something that looks like a person appears to quickly move back and forth across a room on the second floor.
Awesome,
The mysterious
hello,
figure seems to move at an inhuman speed and quickly changes direction. It seems to move without effort, almost as if it is floating past the window.
Nah, just practicing for upcoming PE lesson.
The family dog is very anxious and pants as the family watches the window, trying to figure out just what it is that they're seeing. So what do you think this is, moving back and forth at such a fast speed? Let me know. Watcher. German urban explorer Toby from the YouTube channel Unknown Worlds
Hallo, Tobi! Was geht hier ab? Da steht jemand!
is traveling through Sweden when he finds an old abandoned house in the middle of the woods. It's getting late, but Toby decides to investigate the creepy old house. It
Just
did
ChiChi,
not
please.
go well.
If I knew someone was recording me, I'd twerk. No, I can't twerk. That was a lie. Is he just breaking into someone's home? Is he just breaking into someone's home?
Is somebody in here? Do you speak English?
She's also fine. Holy shit, that German accent.
Jag talar inte svenska.
That was a mouse?
Oh mein Gott.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Thank you for the follow. It was literally just a mouse, dude. Was that person wearing a Jason mask? That is terrifying as fuck. Though at the same time, what if he imagine he just broke into someone's home thinking it was haunted, and this is just the person who lives there who heard someone break in and instantly ran away. To hide, you know? Imagine this person is hiding from him and he thinks it's a ghost, but it's just the person who lives there.
Ach du Scheiße. Ach du Scheiße. Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott. Oh Scheiße.
The German is taking me out, dude.
Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott. Das kann doch nur ein Mensch gewesen sein. Ach du Scheiße.
Yep.
As Toby looks inside one of the bedrooms, he spots someone in his thermal imaging camera who is just staring right back at him.
Well, yeah.
Understandably, Toby is freaked out.
Yeah. If they are living there and you're breaking into their house, potentially, I would just stare at you because I'd be fucking scared you're gonna murder me.
He just makes a run for it out of the house and drives away. Later, when Toby uploads his video to his YouTube channel, viewers point out that the creepy stranger might have been watching him even before he entered the house.
Wollen wir erstmal durch die Wärmebildkamera gucken, ob wir hier eventuell jetzt schon etwas sehen. So, ja. Das sieht jetzt natürlich nicht so vertrauenserweckend aus. Laut Wärmebildkamera ist es an den ganzen Öffnungen vom Haus sehr viel wärmer als draußen.
I have a question. I don't know this channel, but is he fucking dumb? Genuine question. Is he fucking dumb? If the entire house is warm, especially where there's openings, maybe, just maybe, it is not an abandoned house, but in fact being heated because it's a house someone lives in. And if that is a person, right there, this might be the person that lives there and is like, what the fuck, someone's outside my house, I'm gonna go fucking hide if they're coming in here.
Zumindest laut den Farben. Gucken wir jetzt aber mal.
He'd be a great actor for a horror movie, stupid enough. Actually, yeah. Like, if this is the door and, you know, outside the house would be colder in the night, right? But if the house itself is showing that it's warm, then maybe it's a house that is being heated because it is, you know, being lived in. I'm actually fucking speechless. I swear we're not all that dumb. I swear we're not all that dumb. Fucking Christ. Vollidiot.
Explizit sehen wir, an den Kaltstellen sind es 7 Grad und an den warmen sind es 9. Das heißt, es könnte eventuell auch ein
And he's not seeing the person you're trying to tell me.
Trugschluss sein. Ich, ja, werde jetzt hier erstmal gucken.
Now, I think it's safe to say that going into an abandoned house all by yourself...
Who said it's abandoned? Is there like a public abandoned house list? I mean, maybe it was abandoned and someone homeless found that place and, you know, made it their new home.
...is always a bad idea. Not because of ghosts, but because of something scarier and much more dangerous. Real people who might be inside and who really don't want you there.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Toby made it home safe. But this...
Yeah. You know. That's the potential solution. This might just be a human who was I mean, maybe it used to be abandoned. But it's clearly not anymore.
This disturbing situation could have turned out much worse.
That's the only thing I would be afraid of.
Dead. Trent Williams is away on a trip with a friend and staying at an old Airbnb cabin on Skaneateles Lake in upstate New York. Once they arrive, the two friends realize that the cabin has a pretty dark history.
Okay, I usually do not,
Sorry,
or I
I've been
never
drinking.
have believed in like haunted stuff, okay? But I'm out at Skaneateles Lake, the Fingers Lakes in upstate New York. And the Airbnb I'm staying at, the guy did say, just FYI, we do have people say that they hear a piano play at night. And I thought it was bullshit. And I swear to God, I've heard it. It plays. There's a walk over here. So in case I die, I have a documentation of it, okay? It's an old house. It's on a beautiful lake, though.
My hands are still smelling.
I did find out the daughter, the guy who owns the place, daughter died in a car wreck. And her ashes are on the piano. God, I get chills, but...
Wait. Nuh-uh. Okay. Real question. Are all of these people fucking stupid? This time it's not the dude filming. This time it's the dude renting out the place. Why would you leave your daughter's ashes in an Airbnb you are renting out? What the fuck is wrong with people? Are they all fucking brain amputated or something? Why would you leave your daughter's ashes in an Airbnb you are renting out? The burp of distress. Like, what the hell is wrong with people?
That's the piano, and it plays at night, and it freaks me out. I have chill bumps just being in this room. I do not get a good vibe.
With a creepy story like that, it's no wonder that the two guys get a little bit freaked out when late at night, they start to hear random keys playing on the piano in the living room.
I can't do this shit. It's so scary.
No, you go in there with me.
Yes. You have to go first.
Stay behind me, you. It keeps playing, I swear. No, dude, I'm not going up in that. It's this piano, I swear to God it is. No, dude, you got me up. If I die, I swear, I will. Oh, God.
Pussy. Pussy.
Dude, no.
When you first watch the video, you might think, oh well, no big deal, that could easily be faked. But here is what makes this video so compelling.
Could it be a
Because
mouse
you see, when
inside?
you look closely, the played piano key is actually pressed down by something. Now, this is not to say that this footage is quote-unquote proof of the paranormal, but it does make this video much harder to fake. So could this creepy Airbnb cabin be haunted by the spirit of the owner's daughter? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You
Now I'm thinking of fucking X Factor. You think the story is true?
decide.
Dude, no.
Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Rude Awakening. A Nukes Top 5 viewer who wishes to remain anonymous is hanging out at her friend's house. The girls are freaked out when they notice something very odd. A few plastic packages of candle melt suddenly seem to be moving on their own. One of the girls quickly whips out her camera and tries to record the strange activity, but then it just stops. However, the girl keeps recording as they, impolitely, try to convince whatever spirit might be present to continue moving the packages. And then
Not a
this
good idea.
happens.
So let's just continue talking and then hopefully. Yes. What do you guys think? I don't know.
You know what would be scary? If the candle wax in there would just melt and disappear. That'd be kind of scary.
Now it's not gonna do it. For real?
But like quickly, like not just over time, like literally quickly. As if it's drained.
When they gently try to commit
listen, it wasn't actually scary. I just wasn't quite looking at it. I look back and this happens. Okay, I got micro jump scared. Shut up.
It's their quote-unquote poltergeist to move the plastic containers. It doesn't work. So one of the girls turns into a god potty mouth, and the ghosts don't like it.
That's not gonna do it. For real?
No, you don't know that.
What are you gonna do?
Alex.
Now, just like these girls, if you caught something weird on camera, send it to me at nukestop5@gmail.com.
I know they're with teens or something, but whatever.
An elderly man with no living relatives was living alone in an old apartment building somewhere in Japan. A few months ago, the man, who we'll call Mr. A, suddenly began to exhibit very strange behavior, complaining to his landlord that there was, quote, a strange woman in his home trying to take his life. The landlord was worried about Mr. A's mental health and advised him to go see a doctor.
Of course,
But
that's always the
instead,
first
Mr.
response.
A vowed that he would collect proof that what he was experiencing was very real. Not long after, Mr. A tragically took his own life. So, Mr. A's landlord inspects his apartment and finds several videotapes recorded on a very old camera. Out of curiosity, he watches the tapes, and what he sees chills him.
That's some found footage type of shit. Holy shit. Num num. That is some found footage type of shit.
To his core.
Holy.
This terrifying footage was recorded one day before Mr. A's death.
Thank you for the arrow. Yeah, well, there's definitely something there. But I would say that looks like Slender Man, if you were asking me. Because my boy Slendy is tall, has no face, but is pale as fuck. I think that's Slendy. Never mind, it has hair. Couldn't be Slendy. Slendy's bald. Oh, there's a face too. Yeah, that's scary as fuck. If I would see this, I would leave. I don't know where I would go to, but I would leave.
A bizarre, distorted figure can be seen in the reflection of the dresser mirror.
I wouldn't even see
And
that
the
as a mirror.
landlord now wonders if Mr. A truly did experience something paranormal inside his apartment.
These drawing skills. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm cracking up over this.
The landlord contacts the Japanese ghost hunting team, Omagatoki, and paranormal investigator Hiro sets out on a solo overnight investigation into the allegedly haunted apartment. Eventually, Hiro finds the room that can be seen on the disturbing
I think it was
video
just trying to show
tapes.
the outlines of the thing. Wait, if this is the room, there is no mirror. Yeah.
The investigator finds the dresser seen in the old camera footage, but the mirror is gone. A few hours later, and Hiro finally finds the missing mirror. What happens next is downright creepy.
How would you even see that that's a mirror? I didn't see that. And why would you do that at night? How would you know that it's a mirror? Maybe the mirror itself is just haunted. Who knows? I mean, why else would he wrap it in the blanket and like close it? I mean, why should be one of the neighbors trying to figure out who's in the apartment?
As Hiro is cutting zip ties and carefully unwrapping the mirror, someone suddenly rings the apartment doorbell. And there's no one there. But, did you see it? Hiro is completely unaware that he's being watched as he's unpacking the mirror. And the figure watching him looks exactly like the disturbing entity from Mr. A's grainy
Or maybe it's
home
not
video.
the mirror.
Hiro tries using Mr. A's old camera in an attempt to capture anything resembling what Mr. A recorded the day before his death. What happens
That's
next
a whole different...
is terrifying.
That's a whole different color and everything. Why does the videotape look like a smiley?
Hiro finds another tape dumped
Yeah,
in the trash.
I mean, yeah.
For just a few frames of the footage, two little pale hands can be seen pressed against the floor right beside Hiro. He doesn't
I
even
did
notice and is
not
still
see
completely
that.
unaware of the entity that seems to be
I
watching
did
and
not
following
see
him.
that.
Hiro decides to watch the tape that he recovered from the trash, and it makes his blood run cold.
On the bottom? Is that something? The bottom? This looks like a face, no? Right there?
The camera seems to spin around by itself before the same weird
Yeah.
distorted face can be seen peeking out at the very bottom of a doorway. Creeped out by the footage, Hiro decides to leave. He thinks that he didn't capture any kind of proof that Mr. A's apartment is haunted. But when he reviews his footage later, he realizes that the entire time he was in the apartment, the same eerie entity was watching him. You can see this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Omagatoki Film. Scary moments. These
Kinda
next
scary,
creepy
not gonna
videos
lie.
are a little different from what I usually feature, because
But why did he take his
they're
own life?
definitely scary videos and very entertaining in my opinion, but they are also just kind of silly. So, a man wakes up his grandpa after he hears the unsettling sound of someone whistling downstairs in their home. What happens next is, well, just watch.
Tranquilo, mijo. A ver, deja ver qué pasa. El Señor está con nosotros. No tengan miedo. Deja ver qué pasa. Deja ir a ver.
Abuelo.
Cálmate, cálmate, cálmate.
See, I would just say, I would just think it's people. That would be like my regular, like, go-to. And I believe in ghosts and stuff, right? Like, I believe in this. But my first, like, there's a rule. Rational before paranormal. Think about, could it be anything that makes logical, rational sense? And only if the answer is no, you resort to supernatural, paranormal stuff, okay? With this, I would think, well, someone broke into my apartment and is now trying to creep me out.
Venga nosotros tu reino, hágase su voluntad. ¡Ay! ¡Abuelo! ¡Abuelo! ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¡Ábrele, ábrele, a ver quién es! ¡Ábrele, ábrele! ¡Ábrele!
Why would you open it? If it's someone who broke into your apartment, the first thing you should do is try to find a fucking weapon after you hid in a room. Don't open the door.
No pasa nada. Ay, abuelo. No hay nada, no hay nada. A ver, ve, fíjate. Ve, fíjate.
Why would you go down and look now?
¡Ay! ¡Otra vez, abuelo! ¡Es un pinche mono! ¡Abuelo! ¡Cierra!
At this point, either he's a fucking dumbass and really fucking hysteric, or he's just playing a prank on his grandpa.
¡Ciérrale, ciérrale, ciérrale! ¡Llámale a la policía! ¡Saca tu teléfono! Tengo miedo.
This guy is absolutely petrified when he spots someone peeking from around the wall at the bottom of the stairs. And in a strange
I'd be fine with my apartment being haunted. Honestly, ghosts over people. Like, listen, man, let's sit down, talk about your death and everything. Like, you know, let's talk through it. But people?
twist,
No,
he
thank
just
you.
pushes his grandpa out to go check it out. Now, this clip was originally suggested to me as a scary video for the top 5. But when I watch it with all of that crazy screaming, it just makes me laugh.
¡Ay! ¡Otra vez, abuelo! ¡Es un pinche mono! ¡Abuelo! ¡Ciérrale, ciérrale, ciérrale, ciérrale! ¡Llámale a la policía!
And I also learned some Spanish. It's a pinche de mano, abuelo. But I'm not sure where I'll ever be able to use that.
Or you could say, llama la policía, which is called the police.
Anyway, in another very odd clip, a group of women are walking home late at night when they get the scare of a lifetime. All alone on an empty city street, the women are terrified when they hear the strange and horrifying sound of a loud burp. And they just make a run for it.
But why would you call them? Call them? Record them. Have fun, Justin. Okay. Honestly,
And
who
if a
wouldn't react like
vacuum
that,
isn't
though?
scary enough for you, then what about the evil betrayal of your own feet?
So there's this... No way. You're done.
I love how she called herself out. I love how she looks herself right into the eyes in the mirror and be like, "You're dumb." That would be me. Okay, that is me, Core. That was a more of a funny ending, I guess. I mean, the thing is, with the Japanese thing, that's actually kind of scary, but it could be edited. The piano one, I just think why would someone be so dumb and leave their Ash's daughters in an Airbnb? But okay. I mean, the bothy is kind of creepy, especially if you think about it being non-paranormal channels, if you will. Back at home when I was little, I always slept with the fan on, but when I slept with my parents, because I had a nightmare, what gets me, I didn't have a fan on, so it was completely silent, and throughout the night I would hear light switches being flicked, cabinets being closed, and the kitchen was better when being in one room. Yeah, that's just scary. Yep. Yep. I mean, I think especially when you're young, you see more, like you experience more of these things, yeah. Yep. Okay, but that was a funny ending, I guess. Let me take up the heart rate monitor, Jesus. Ugh. But I definitely think I think it's a little sad that they made it more funny in the end. But can we please go back to the dude who literally broke into someone's home in fucking Sweden? Which it might have been an abandoned home, given that, okay? But the fact he didn't conclude it might be a person, even when seeing it in the window, realizing that the entire house was warm, and seeing them like on the camera, like, come on, dude. Yeah. Well, another ghost video done. Ding.